Well, hey, City Coast, we just finished up another series in our study through the Gospel of John called Table Talk. And Table Talk was really a look at John 13 through 17, the Upper Room Discourse, where Jesus is having his final conversation around the Passover meal with his closest companions. And Jesus emphasizes four verbs throughout that conversation. He talks about serving, he talks about loving, he talks about abiding, and he talks about uniting. And really those first two, an ethic of loving service, was emphasized in this critical conversation. Jesus knew that his hour had come. He knew that the time was coming, that he would depart from the world, that he would complete the work of the crucifixion and resurrection. And so this conversation really is some of the most critical stuff that he teaches. And he says that there's going to be an ethic of service and an ethic of love that's going to mark this community that follows him. The community that follows him is going to be known by its service and by its love. And in doing that, there will be the evidence that this community is abiding in him, that it's remaining in him, and that the Spirit can come and dwell, can come and abide within the followers of Christ as they live into this ethic of love and service. And in loving in that way and in having the Spirit abide in them, there would be a unity to this community that it would be unlike any other. In fact, the community's unity would be one of the markers that is evidence that they are in Christ, that they are a part of this movement throughout the world. And when we think about this series, admittedly, it's a bit of a deeper series. It's something that we've wanted to take a step further in our faith and deepening our faith together. And we said, as we're looking in the midst of the Good and Beautiful Initiative to mobilize hundreds of volunteer hours and thousands of charitable dollars into Fairfield County, we knew that we were going to have to go deep into the ethic of Jesus and what it looks like to really follow him, to love and to serve like him, to abide in him, and to be united in him. And we told you early on in the year that we were going to treat your soul like the ocean it was. We weren't going to treat your soul like a puddle, that we were going to deepen our faith together. And we're pushing hard to redefine what is goodness and what is beauty and what does it look like to live a good and beautiful life and to create a good and beautiful community. And as we think about these things, we know that there's going to be a central ethic of service. We know there's going to be a central ethic of love. We know there's going to be an abiding in Christ and a being one, a being united in Christ. And so that's really been the heart of the Table Talk series as we continue to deepen our faith together. And now we're moving into a new series called Down and Out, where we're going to watch as Jesus moves the kingdom, not up and in, but down and out. What does it look like to follow Jesus down and out instead of trying to strive and pursue everything up and in like our world and culture tells us to do? And so it's going to continue growing us in our generosity with our time and our talent and our treasure. And hopefully, prayerfully, as we grow together, we will see more and more the flourishing of souls and cities here in Fairfield County.